We're excited to finally have the Meizu MX4 Ubuntu Edition in our hands, but before we give it a proper once over for a review, let's have a quick unboxing. Inside, the packaging, which may not be identical to that you receive if you buy it directly from Meizu on its European launch, is a standard USB to micro USB data and charging cable, a European Union adapter, and annoyingly, no headphones, but I'm sure you've got loads of them lying around anyway. As we said, the packaging we received the phone in is not necessarily going to be the same that you get yours in. For one, it still references the Flyme OS, which is Meizu's custom Android fork. There's no Ubuntu specific branding anywhere on the box we received, other than the phone itself actually running Ubuntu. Unlike the BQ devices, which feel very, very plasticky in hand and very, very light, the Meizu's got a really nice weight to it, not surprising given its aluminium construction. There's a 20.7 megapixel rear camera on the back. The top has a power button and an audio jack, the bottom has the micro USB port and a speaker grill, while on the left of the device you'll find a very nice volume rocker. The power button is nice and stiff and gives you a nice vibration to confirm that the phone has started to boot up. The very first time you boot up an Ubuntu phone, it can be a little slow to get to the setup wizard. So while we wait for it to do its thing, let's quickly reel off the rest of the specs. You get a 5.3 inch IPS display running at 1920 by 1152 pixels. It's powered by an 8-core MediaTek processor running at 2 GHz, and it features 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of storage. First impressions just getting to this setup screen are decent. The phone feels very, very snappy already, feels great in hand, and the screen is just gorgeous. And while the film that's on the screen is kind of masking this, so let me just take that off. Yep, there we go. If you're not familiar with the Ubuntu Phone OS setup wizard, it's very, very straightforward. It zips you through choosing your language. If I can find it. There it is. I'm not going to be putting in a SIM card just yet, so I'll zip through that. Set up a nice unsecure login screen. My Wi-Fi. The keyboard feels a lot nicer on a bigger screen, I can say that. The Quarter HD resolution of the BQ Aquarius is okay, but it is a little cramped at times. There we go, all done. I don't seem to have done that properly. There we go. Now I do know that this phone is going to be receiving a massive 400 megabyte update the minute it connects to the Wi-Fi, so I'm probably not going to be able to show you too much of the overall experience because it wouldn't be a fair representation given it's not running the latest software. But this looks different from when I last tried it on the BQ. Nice orientation manager, scopes manager there. Blah blah blah. Yeah, this isn't meant to be a review, this is an unboxing, so I don't really know why I'm poking around with all this. The BQ, the Meizu MX4 phone you're seeing here is set to go on sale in Europe by the end of June. We're being told next week, so if you're watching this on Wednesday the 17th, then that's when you can expect it. One thing I did forget, for fans who are wondering, the home button is plugged in and it takes you straight back to the default scope you have set.